Hello, good afternoon, and good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Todd Rains here, Woodturning Tool Store, bringing you all things woodturning live stream. So we're streaming to Facebook and YouTube, so join us there. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Appreciate all the support and stuff. So Fridays at 2:30 is what I do on my live stream. So in previous life, been known as 2:30 Todd. So I kept the moniker and kind of brought it forward. So if you want to hear that story, just pop a chat and ask. So we shall endeavor to answer you. So let's see. Today, let's see. Let's talk about this live stream. So we'll do a small project. This series is, I think this is 4 or 5 in the series. I think we have 4 left or so. Taking this up to December 11th, every Friday at 2:30. So we will be here next week as well. We were here last week. We did a little scoop. Today we're going to do something a bit holiday themed. Holidays are coming up, so we'll get to that in a second. Let me say hi to a few people. Lee, thanks for joining. Appreciate you jumping in again. It's good to kind of virtually see you. We'll probably see you maybe tonight at Cindy's event. Rick, good to have you here. Thank you. Thanks for coming in and joining us. And always, Tony, my friend down south. Good to have you here. Say hi to Nikki. I'm sure Shelly says hi. So thanks for joining in, folks. Appreciate it. And let me see. I want to put this up a little bit. Let me go full on with you. Let me get, oops, that's the wrong thing I pressed. Gosh, dang it. There we go. And turn that off. That's what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. Just get a better background that's not quite so distracting. So just a reminder, 2:30 p.m. Central Time every Friday. I'll be here, and we'll do a small project. So hit the remind notification button in YouTube, and you'll see you'll get a reminder before it starts. So we're always willing to take questions and answers, or I guess questions. Perhaps you have answers. Perhaps I have answers. I might have questions. Who knows? So let's don't be afraid to put something in the chat. Let's see. Let's get on with what we're going to turn today. Oh no, I wanted to show. That's what I want to do. I want to show a little bit of what we did last week. So let's see. I think it's so. That's what we turned last week on the live stream. I got this Q&A banner up. Let me hide that. So that's the little walnut scoop. After I did some final sanding on the end there, the right end, and then buffed it with what's the stuff called? There's Triple E, White Diamond, and then Carnauba. So I didn't use White Diamond on this. Sometimes I find using White Diamond on dark woods, it gets into the pores. So Triple E, then straight to Carnauba. So be aware of that if you're using dark woods. Just skip the White Diamond. We got a few more people. Henry Morgan from Michigan. Thanks for joining, Henry. Appreciate it. And my friend Ken Kwasnick. We broke last year's total snowfall, which was 40 inches. So far this year we have 41.4. Enjoy your warm weather, Ken. Yeah. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. And I don't know about you, Tony, here down south, but I think we've got around probably 78, 85 degrees, somewhere in there today, sunny and warm. So Ken, I do kind of feel for you, but it is what it is where you live. So hopefully that snowblower is working for you. And Ken, by the way, I apologize for not getting my that information to you. I'll get that to you soon. It's just been crazy to find the time. So let's see. Tony says, have you tried out that new mandrel setup you carry? Mandrel setup I carry. So I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. I bought the joiner jig system from Ruth Niles Bottle Stoppers. Had to play with that. We did the offset meat tenderizer handle. Let me put Let me put myself back up there for a minute. Image 2. So yeah, I don't really have a mandrel system to carry yet. So reach me offline or put another question in there, and we'll clarify what you're asking about, Tony. I'm not quite sure. So Terry Rosner from somewhere, Illinois. Good to have you here, Terry. Thanks. Oh, Lan Brady's back. Good to have you back, Lan. I appreciate you joining in. So, and Tony says it's 81 there. You know, shorts and flip flops in the shop. Yeah, be careful of the flip flops. Don't drop a skew on your toe. So, there we go. Good to have you all here. So, yeah, last week we turned the scoop. I also Veterans Day was Wednesday, and I turned these little poppies. I did a little YouTube video. That's up on my YouTube channel. Go take a look at it. I think I posted it to Facebook too, all over the place. So it's a short 2-minute video. It just kind of goes through a quick process. But I thought it was appropriate to kind of celebrate the veterans, living and dead, and you know, say thanks to that. So poppies are, we growing up in Canada, we always wore a poppy every Remembrance Day, and it's not really a thing down here in the U.S., but it is in Canada and the U.K. So it's just a way to remember the veterans from the wars. So take a look at that, and let's move on to what we're doing today. So we are overhead. I've got a piece of pine here. We're going to do maybe a couple little Christmas trees, different styles, and involves a little bit of paint. So we're going to have fun doing that. So this is a piece of 2x4. I think I cut down. You can see the rounded edges on the end of the 2x4. Cut in half. It's chucked up in a chuck. It fits nicely. So a half a 2x4 fits nicely in this Nova chuck jaws. It just so that's kind of nice and handy. Sometimes I have troubles gripping small square things, and for me, this is just convenience to grab it this way as I work on it. So I am looking for my chuck key just to double check. And this one goes reverse. Tighten that up. So I got the tailstock up for support. We're going to make a little cone shape here. I get my phone out of the way. And let me just show you around the shop a little bit, or the different views. So we've got the tailstock view set up there. And then I've got the wide camera pointing at my airbrush setup. So I've got a little block here with a regulator on it and a couple of outlets for air. I've got the what's that thing called? Airbrush connected to the bottom one, so we can charge that up, and that's sitting here, and we got some paints ready to go. So we'll be playing with that a little bit today. So back to the overhead, safety glasses. And let's say, okay. Oh shit! Yeah. Whoops. Oh, that's supposed to swear. Shoot. Sorry, Tony. Yeah, the woodpecker pen mandrel. My bad. Yeah, that is it's a sweet system. I'll have to show it sometime. I haven't played with it myself yet. I've sold a couple of them, which is nice. It's a precision pen mandrel that has both collet chucks in both the tailstock and the headstock, and keeps that absolutely square. And you can shrink on the 7mm bar at any length. So it's a sweet system. So maybe that's something we'll look at in the. Well, I can maybe try and do a pen. I don't know. I haven't done a pen for a while. I have to see if I got all the supplies and kits. But yeah, so we got the pen mandrel and the precision bushings from Woodpecker. So those are available as well. Thanks for the heads up, Tony. I just didn't think. I was thinking of the regular sort of mandrels and stuff, and just never. I don't know. My brain is off on Friday. So Shelly says hi. Thanks for everybody for coming. Appreciate that. And it looks like she's on both Facebook and YouTube. So yeah, so we're streaming to both, so you can check it out. And YouTube channel actually streams to my webpage. If you go to the webpage under the Explore Woodturning, you can watch the YouTube stream there. Bad Todd, bad. This is okay. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I'll get feedback from Facebook for swearing on online here. So yeah, okay. She's all over me. Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna get a tool rest out here, and we'll get going. And this is a fairly quick project. This first style is something I learned watching Eli Avasari's DVD set. So if anybody's watched it, you'll be familiar with what we're about to do here. But it's really just an exercise in creating a nice sort of cone shape of a tree, and then coloring it, and then making some cuts to resemble fur or texture. And the tailstock is tight, chuck is tight. We'll get this up to speed. Got the safety glasses on. Get this round. We'll start shaping. Just making a big cone, Christmas tree type thing. I'm going to make it probably this long. I don't need the whole length of this, but if you had a fatter piece, you could certainly do that. So let's get a skew, and we'll skew this off a little bit. I'm not very good going left to right, but we shall give it a shot. And for this style of tree, I've tried it with other woods. That wasn't a very good cut. Your wood really needs to be kind of soft for this. Switch to a spindle gouge. Let's see if I have better luck. You need a soft wood to create the texture. That's why pine. Hopefully this sort of 2x4 material works better for me. It's not critical this be a perfect surface, but I'm just trying to, I'm always learning and trying to practice when I'm at the lathe. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. We'll kind of mark out where I think the end of the tree is. Right about there, enough for a trunk and a little stem. So I'm just gonna part in on that just to delineate that a little bit. I'm not going to take that all the way down because we are going to now do a little paint. So no, I keep Shelly's stuff up there. So that's, we got a few more people. Emma's in. Hey Emma, good to see you here. Thank you. And Ken says, brain is off. Just think it's after 2:30. How many beers? No beers yet, but I'll be having one after this for sure. By the way, beer and Clamato juice is a great mix. So I know it's one of those things, up in Canada, we drink that a lot, Clamato juice. Caesars, was it vodka and Clamato juice, Worcestershire, some hot sauce, pepper and salt and peppered rim. So those are good. Celery stalk in there. Some people put asparagus in it. It's weird. So yeah, cocktails after this for sure. Good to see you too, Tony. Okay, Shelley's saying hi. Hyam's here. Good to have you here, Hyam. That's nice. Emma says back soon, so she's off. I'm sure she's got Emma's been doing some my tongue is a little fat today. Emma has been doing some live streams as well. In fact, her last live stream was doing a poppy, a bigger one. So that was fun to watch. I couldn't watch it all, but I went back and rewatched most of it. So good job, Emma. So I've got the airbrush, a little bit of green paint. Oh, that chip in there. Can't have that in here. Just a few drops will do you. So, and I want to get this out of the way. I really don't want that painted. And what I'll do, I got a little bit of paper towel. I'll just kind of cover the good stuff, if you will. Just lightly like that. Airbrush is on. I got about 30 psi. And it really can throw that on. And that's good enough. I'm not really too worried about the kind of coverage I'm getting. It's a Christmas tree after all, not a Picasso. So I've got a little bit of airbrush cleaner. I just dumped that in afterwards and just try and keep the airbrush clean. Let me go to 4 here. So I gotta pop up this screen so I can see what you guys are seeing. So I take the airbrush and cover the link, and you'll see things will bubble up in there. That helps clean. I got an old milk jug, the hole in it. Spray out the excess in there, and then clean out the pot. Takes a couple seconds just to do a little bit of cleaning as you go, and you're ready for the next color or whatever you need. So that's that. So this is now almost dry. We'll turn that on, get a little air on it. What I need for a tool is, well, you can kind of use a skew, or I like to use my beading and parting tool for this operation. So let me find that. This is a beading parting tool, 3/8 or 10 millimeter. See it on there, double bevel. And we're going to use it just to kind of lift the grain as we go up and up. So let's see. Dry enough. So I need to be kind of on top of things. So I want my tool rest a little high. And actually I think I'll swap it out for the little one, just so I can get in a little closer to the action. I want to be able to reach down there and all the way up here. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the tool. Let's see, is this the right one? Yeah. So instead of flat on the rest, we're going to have it kind of leaning up a little bit. We're going to use this point just to kind of lift up the grain. Now, I haven't done this for a couple of years, so everybody cross your fingers. Let me before we move on, let's see where we're at. What does land? The broken paint coverage looks more realistic. Yeah, I think so. So I appreciate that comment. So certainly take your take on it, or whatever you use. You can also use markers if you don't have an air gun. Just Copic markers or whatever kind of markers. You can use even Sharpies. But green color, you don't even have to paint it if you don't want to. So here we go. Power on. Speed up. I don't have to go too fast. I'm only doing about 1,000 RPM here. And if this doesn't work the first time, there's always the second time. So we're just leaving little fuzzy ridges up there. You can kind of see. Let me tighten in, and I didn't turn that thing on. Let me physically move that for you. So you kind of see we get little fuzzies up there. And I probably should have gone, no, we'll just cut that off. I think it'll be fine. It'll look like a snowy top. So we'll just keep going. These are delicate, so try not to touch them afterwards. This is why you need kind of a fuzzy wood to do this, something that's soft. Something like maple is not going to have the grain structure to do this. So we'll leave it there. And then the next step is to take this down and finish the top. So let's do that. Drop the tool rest a bit. We'll try the skew. Before I do that, I want to speed up. I'll take this down a little bit. And oh, okay, thank you. Shelly just popped in with some ones that we did last year. So I just undercut that a little bit, and then taking this down to what I think is sort of an appropriate trunk size for this tree. And it might be tapered a little bit. And then this will come down to some sort of base, and I'll smooth that out a little bit. And then there'll be a parting off point. Right about there. So let's clean up some of these things. I'm going to move this in a little bit. I'm going to round this edge over because that's kind of the base. So we'll take a few skew cuts in there. We'll clean this off. I want to kind of straighten that out. This base here, I'm going to put a little spigot or a little tenon on the end so that I can glue it into a piece of wood. So Shelly kind of brought these in from the house. You can see the little trees, and I've knurled here, and I've painted in here. That's just pencil and painted under here. So, but a little tenon on the end and a little block of wood, and you can glue them in there and make a little forest. So let's finish up on this end of it. Oop, wrong tool. Didn't need that piece. That's pretty good. That's looking good. And then I guess what we'll do, I got a little fuzz in there. I do have this knurling tool somewhere. Speed down. Close enough. And basically just a lead pencil. Add some color and texture here. You can do some more spray painting there, but in fact, I might do some. I've got a Sharpie over here. I may darken that up a little bit. There, that looks better. So simple as that. That's pretty much the project done. We just take this down a little bit. Want to undercut that a little bit. Leave a little stub 10 in there. Finish this off. There we go. That out of the way. It's a little difficult parting these off when they're kind of running, but see, there goes some fur. There we go. There's the little tree. So that's a great little tree to kind of stick, and you could probably top that up with a little green. You know, fix this tenon a little bit and glue that in a little block of wood, and you got a nice little sort of Christmas tree. Easy enough to make a bunch of these. Cheap wood to use. So Christmas tree number 1. I gotta put that down somewhere where it's not gonna really get destroyed. There we go. Okay, let's see, where are we at? 2:50. Okay, good. Well, that was quick, 20 minutes. So let's put this away. Got a few things a little bit in my way. So hopefully you give those a try. They're simple. Like I said, easy to do. We will now try another one. This one I haven't tried before. I've seen it demoed. I don't think I need that for anything. Got a little piece. I just happen to have a little piece of cedar here that I had prepped for something else. So we shall use it. And let's see, those. Bring up the tailstock, why not? And we'll go ahead and round that off. Okay, this one's going to be slightly different. Same idea. Going to make a cone, and then bear with me as I move this manually. I don't have didn't turn my battery thing on, so. But it'll be. What do we need to do? Actually, I need to do this between centers. Yep. Hadn't thought this one through enough. So let's do that. We'll put it between centers. So this is going to be like a little bit offset work. So I've got a center mark there. We'll just swap this stuff out. There we go. So has anybody else, have you all been prepping Christmas gifts and stuff like that? it's a good little intermission time. So here is something else I just whipped up in the shop the other day. It's a little spatula, a nice curve on it. So these make great Christmas gifts. And the reason for this is to sit in the edge of a pot, so it doesn't fall over. So this is the edge of the pot, then it sits in like that. So let me widen this out a little bit. So that's a fun little project. Let me know if that's something you'd be, willing to see in a demo of mine, or if it's something you'd like to try. I can certainly, I've got sort of layout of this and methods for doing it, so that'd be a cool project, I think, to try. So let's see. That's Tony. Cool project. Got to try that. Yeah, it's the Christmas trees are really easy, Tony, and they're fun to do. Like I said, if you watch Eli Avasari's little was 7-disc series, I don't know, Masters of Woodturning, I forget. It's one of those little projects that's kind of in between time in one of his major demos. So, hi Tony, this is Shelley. Do try it; they are great for Christmas decorating. They are. Tony, Nikki is a Christmas junkie. Our house is decorated from top to bottom every year. I'm sure when she sees this stuff, she will commission a few. Absolutely, good. Yeah, my kind of lady, she says. Yes, by all means. Yep. Okay. This one, yeah, Ken, I think you're talking about this one. Yeah, I like this one too. So, Tony, I'd like to see a demo on that. Yeah, good. I do have some interesting things I do with it and how to get it done. So, Steve says, let's try that. Yeah, okay. I was doing this the other day, and I think it's too long for a live stream. There's a lot of sort of steps involved, and we need to get together for dinner at some point. Yeah, we do. We all do, I think, at some point. So, okay, so let's I'll work on that demo, and what I need to do here is to create 4. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I really got to figure this out. I should have had this plan better, but we're going to kind of figure this out together. So I want to have 4 different sort of offset points on this thing to create some offset markings. So I'm going to go out to the circle, see where the cup point marks. Yeah, I'll do it on all 4 points here. That's already marked up for me. So we'll make a center point there. Center point there. One there. And one there. And yeah, good. We can do it on this end as well very easily. Doesn't have to be exact. There. There. 2 more to go, and we'll be set to go. It's approximate there. And that one might be a little wide, but there. Okay. Let's stick this between centers first. That makes sense to y'all. We'll get it round and shaped. So Steve, good to have you here. And saw you the other day at the meeting, so that was good. Okay, just gonna get this round. I haven't turned a lot of cedars, so I'm not sure what this is going to be like. So, but it does smell nice for a Christmas tree, so I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, I'm going to Switch to smaller gouge. Sneak in a little bit. Just making the same sort of cone shape I need to make for the other one. So we're going to try this skew. I'm not the most adept at skewing this way. I think my skew is a little dull. A little honing. Tool is dull. It's one of those days I didn't really get out to the shop until about 1 o'clock to prep for this, and I didn't properly sharpen my tools today. This is annoyingly soft wood in some respects. Probably could go faster too. Let's say that's close enough to what we want to try and do. Fair enough. Let me just do this to kind of speed up the process. Okay, so we've got a nice little cone of wood. Let's kind of divide it into 4 sections. So we'll have a base. Let's see, part. That'll be the spigot, so that's fine. So that'll good. And then let's see, half and half and half. So what I'm going to do is try and get some offset cuts in all sections there. So that is the next step. Let's take this out, put it in our first center. That one. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Softwood's got a problem. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's going to fly apart. So this project may be a fail. I need another piece of wood to try this one again. It just split on me. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Cindy's here. Hey, Cindy. Good to have you here. Shelly says hi. Oh, yeah, Cindy's got a demo tonight, so we're looking forward to that. Nice and relaxing. Let's see. What Shelly said? No, but thank you. I'm multitasking. Oh, yeah. So Shelly's at work, supposedly. So So yeah, this piece of wood cracked on me, so that's not going to work. See, it's split all the way down there, so no good there. So if you see something like that where it is cracking, just don't waste your time. What I can do to save this is at least chuck it up and make some tree. Maybe I'll just do that. Finish off the live stream here. So the plan was to put it offset and then create some slices into the wood. Go to the next offset, create some more slices. Next set, go more slices, and then go through and paint those slices, and then cut off again so that we have all these slices that are colored, and then the grain of the wood on top. So, but that ain't gonna work for this piece of wood. So plans change in the shop all the time, right? So it's how you handle them. So let's go ahead and chuck this back up again as I originally had, and we'll do a different style of Christmas tree than I had planned. Quick changeover. We use the same chuck, so I need my adapter. It's weird. I'm really using this little mini, not a mini chuck, but Nova chuck for it's 1x8 thread. A lot more because I'm doing a lot more smaller projects. Excuse me, got the hiccups. But it's a good little chuck for this small stuff. I really need to get some smaller size jaws for some of the other chucks I have to do some of the smaller stuff. So we will first get rid of that ugly piece out there. This is where definitely eyeglasses, face shield would be beneficial. I've got my eyeglasses on. I'm kind of standing out of the way, and we'll just kind of gingerly approach that. And take that down. I can still get a center point in there, so I might as well use it while I have it. And then we will try my little more detailed gouge, and we will go in and make some Christmas tree type bow shapes. I want to kind of undercut those a little bit. Oops. That's what I had problems with the other day. I need more practice. I don't get out to the shop as much as I would like to. That one's a little weird. I think I went a little deep from that one, but shape them a bit more. So my whole body is moving with that movement, so I'll leave that one till last. That's our support, so. And maybe one more. I'm trying to leave them progressively bigger. That's got a pretty sharp point versus this guy. I don't know, it's kind of ugly, but we shall make it work. So we'll have to make the trunk. About there. Bevel that off a little bit. Yeah, just trying to get the proportions a little bit better going up and down there. So it's looking all right. I don't know what that white streak is right in there. That's tool bevel stuff. Okay. This is too big. And just trying to get the proportions about right for that top. That's looking pretty good, so we'll scoop that out a little bit. Get that out of there. And we'll call that one kind of done. Got a little chip out here. Look at that. That's not good. I'll fix that. You got choices to take the diameter down or take that edge off, and I think I'll do a little bit of both. I'm going to get that in there. Yeah. Okay, well, that's the best salvage I can do with that piece. So a little bit of sanding on that, and that should work out fairly well. So that's Christmas tree number 2. And so there's actually, I've been watching Colwyn Way on his Axminster live streams, and he's been doing some of this stuff as well. So, I got some of the inspiration for that. He didn't do the fuzzy one like I did, but he did something like this. And I have to maybe put that back in the chuck a little bit and take that down. But that can be sanded or cut off. So, and I got a little fat down here. This one's a little fat. God, I really should fix that. But that's the project. It's all kind of chipped up. This first time working with cedar, so I am trying to figure it out. Let's see. What do I got here? Let me put that up there. Go big. Put these glasses away. Get the other one. So a couple Christmas trees. So simple enough, though that looks a little weird on the... It's because the paint is green and it's getting chromed out with the chroma key. That is kind of funny. Let me go to this. Oops. Damn, did that again. I go to this image. And, full overlay. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. It's getting chromed out. Let me go this one over here. So, there's the Christmas trees. See, the green one's kind of fuzzy and stuff. And this fuzzy stuff will flake off pretty easy. So, it's one of those things where you just got to be gentle with handling it and stuff. And this one, we didn't get to paint it, but we salvaged a little, soft piece of cedar to something that's probably going to go in the garbage bin. But there you go, Christmas trees. So that's not going to stand up. Okay. She has spoken. You all know I have a garbage can under here, right? So that's garbage. So there it goes. Done. It was fun to do. The shop smells nice. Cedar, I kind of like that smell. So what's Ken say? Steve says he tonight's in the okay, good. Give it a try without the offset. Yeah, well, yeah, the only thing is you wouldn't get the effect that I was kind of looking for, but use woodpecker point tool in the grooves. Yeah, that's a good point. I could have done the diamond tip tool to get in there. Do I have one? I do have one out here in the shop. Let's give that a try. It's a good point, Steve. Salvages from the garbage, and I just want to see how well that works on this stuff, because I really don't know. What is going to happen? Who knows? Safety glasses back on. And to be honest, I've never really used this tool very much, so learning experiences are what this is about. We need to lower that rest quite a bit. So I'm on center right there. So I'm going to pull back just a little bit to get sure I'm on the bevel or on the flat. And we shall poke it in there. A little off. We'll start down here where I think it might be safest too. little complaining because there's no tailstock support. Light cuts. That is interesting how that works. I'm not sure how I would get this. Can I lay that? That does the 45 degree, but I don't know. Certainly gets in there a ways. Need a bit of light down in there and maybe get my head out of the way. Can't really see in there what I'm doing. Okay. This is really just playing around with the tool to see how it works. But that got up in there quite a ways, so it's hard to see on the overhead. But that kind of works to get in some of those details. The only problem is I don't have that sort of slope there. It's kind of hard to do with that tool. But yeah, cuts well, and you know, scraping. But let me take this out, give you guys a better view. Okay, so this is what I just really cut in there. You can kind of see how far up in there I kind of got. And it's pretty clean in there. You know, this was cut with the parting tool in here. So it's kind of torn up in there. So it's not too bad, you know. For a carbide tool, I'm quite happy. But yeah, it's hard to get that sweep. This one, kind of the same. Not too bad. Yeah, thanks, Steve, for the suggestion. I forgot I had those in my arsenal. I'm not a regular carbide user, but they do have their place and stuff. So put that back in the drawer. So that's oops, that's kind of what I had to show today. If you all have questions or comments, so Shelley has spoken. Yeah, that's reality in the workshop. Yeah, absolutely. That's a shame. It wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, it was, Tony. It was horrible. Come on. It's not that bad, but you know, and this is, like I said, just kind of scrap wood I had. It's actually a local turner who moved into the area and was, you know, in a retirement home and didn't have room for wood anymore. So I went and collected some for the club and some for myself. So into the garbage pail. Widen this out. That's distracting. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. What did Shelley say? But it looked better at the end. He usually fixes everything up pretty good. Yeah. I use my diamond tool like that. It works great. Just takes some getting used to. Yeah, it does. It looks good. Bring it in. It's already in a garbage can. I'm not doing it. Doesn't Cindy Drozda have a tool also? Cindy has more tools than all of us put together. So, no, just kidding. Her vortex tool that's a little bit big turning. I don't know. I don't think it'd be the right use for it. Put her skinny skew, the small 3/8, not skew. What do you call it? Spindle gouge. those would work in there. That'd probably be the better tool. The one I was using is a where did it go? It's a half-inch skew. Sorry, I keep saying skew. Spindle gouge that is got a sort of a fairly good point on it. It's probably could be smaller for getting in tighter spaces, but I do have a smaller one. I just don't have it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, this is another half-inch. I got a couple half-inch. My 3/8 is in the drawer. I didn't pull it out. So yeah, smaller tools will definitely work in there. Rocket Creations. Oh, well, thanks for coming. I find a skew chisel works really well for Christmas trees. Yeah, definitely for getting those curves down in there. If you're good with it, I'm adequate with it. So I like my spindle gouges better. I told you it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Vortex is perfect for that job. Okay, good. I didn't know if it was too big of stuff to kind of get into. I think your spindle gouge would probably be my preference for getting in there. So excellent. Let me take that down for a second. I have one more piece of news to talk about. So Woodturner's Retreat, I'm not sure what we're really calling it yet. It's demonstration day, Saturday, December 12th. I think it's going to, let's see, I think it'll start around 11 a.m. Central U.S. time, 5 p.m. UK time. We have 6 demonstrators, 2 UK folks, 2 Canadians, and 2 US-based folks. Each, we're going to have sort of breakout rooms for each demonstration. We'll have a schedule so you can catch all 6 demonstrations throughout the day. We're thinking of having like an instant gallery and chat rooms, and there'll be some giveaways hopefully. So woodturnersretreat.com is the website. Look for Woodturners Retreat on Facebook page, and we're just getting information out to buy tickets and register, so that should be coming in the next couple of days. So watch out for that. I'm kind of excited to kind of be involved. We'll see how this Saturday the 12th goes. I think it's going to be unique. It's going to be fun. So it's let's see, myself and Jeff Hornig from the U.S. We got Joanne Savigno from Canada, along with Cade Bulger from Canada. UK, we've got Chris Parker and Stuart Farini. So Martin Clarkson's going to be our host, managing the shop. So it should be a lot of fun. Take a look, and if you got questions, please fire them off to the Facebook page. You can email me directly too if you want. So, but otherwise, we're at the top of the hour. That's it for me today. I think honestly, with this the way this week went and the lack of planning and practice I think I went okay. Wood does what it wants to do, and if it wants to crack, it's going to crack. So those adjustments have to be made. Take a look at the at those Woodturning Retreat pages. Take a look at my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and get notified on the next session, which will be again 2:30 Central Time. Next Friday, 2:30. I'll be here again. So that's it from me and Woodturning Tool Store here in Allen. 2:30 Todd saying goodbye. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. And we'll see you soon. Take care. And end broadcast. Okay, there we go.